The Last of Us is widely considered to be one of the greatest games of all time. When it came out 11 years ago, it was met with overwhelming praise and garnered a passionate fan base that still exists to this day. Most people felt this way because of the strong single-player narrative, the tale of Joel and Ellie, taking place across a post-apocalyptic America. I felt this way though because of the heavily overlooked Factions mode, a multiplayer that managed to capture the heart-pounding intensity of pure survival, pitting players against each other as they employ brutal tactics to fight for the scarce resources in this post-apocalyptic world. Truly, no multiplayer experience before or since has managed to captivate my heart more. And although some may come close, it seems likely that will never change. Dr. Pooplove here, and today I want to talk about the state of The Last of Us Factions in 2024. Let's get right into it. Now, unlike the multiplayers of today, The Last of Us Factions had no flash, no battle passes, not really much progression beyond just a level. Nothing really intentionally designed to keep players playing day after day. And yet, you might be surprised to find that there are still many players playing today, and that many have been playing for years. I can find a lobby in no time in all modes of this game, with the exception perhaps of Survivors, which is less popular. Supply raid and interrogation lobbies fill up fast, even 11 years later. Of course, I'm talking about on the PS4 and the PS5, as the PS3 servers have been shut down. But why can you find these games so fast? Because the core gameplay at the root of this game is just that good. There is something so satisfying about having very few resources and being forced to work with what you have to overcome overwhelming odds. Aim in this game is much more rewarding than other games, where you have to make sure that each individual bullet is well placed. And one aspect that truly shines in Factions is when you are the last man standing. The game economy shifts as you are the last one to try to give you just enough resources to maybe prevail against the odds. The adrenaline rush in these moments is like nothing else. And if you do pull off that victory, it feels so good. Scoreboard be damned. In this world, you do whatever it takes to survive. Now, it's not all great, of course. Cheaters are out there. People who have found an exploit that allows them to shoot through walls, and out-of-bound glitches can ruin your experience for a match. This has actually caused some people to just abandon this game outright. But despite that, there's still a healthy player base still playing. There are other tactics in this game that people don't enjoy. Camping can sometimes be too much. The tactical shotgun, heck, any shotgun, can make you rage. The burst rifle, while fun to use, is honestly OP, but despite that, people are still here playing. And Naughty Dog, they haven't supported this game for years. They've done nothing to address the cheating, and there's no plans to update this game. At one point, this was okay because they were working on a new multiplayer title. We called it Factions 2. They called it The Last of Us Online. But that game got swept up in Sony's greed, where expectations got put on this thing for it to be this behemoth moneymaker, and all of that was just unrealistic. Naughty Dog kind of led their fans on for years. Of course, they did think they were going to put it out, but when things changed course, they put out some PR bullshit and they blocked the comments. The game was canceled. And as a Naughty Dog multiplayer fan, it's kind of felt for a while like Naughty Dog doesn't really want us as fans, and with all this going down, it seemed to only further emphasize that maybe they just don't want us. And honestly, it's a bit of a sore subject for me. I'm still not happy with how things went down, but there is small potential hope for another multiplayer to maybe see the light of day. The Last of Us Part 3 is inevitable, and there's a small chance that it will ship with a multiplayer mode. It really just depends on Naughty Dog's willingness to add that mode. They recently added this single-player roguelike mode called No Return that was pretty well received in The Last of Us 2 Remastered. So this could be an indication to them that people want more of these types of modes, but they may just settle for a No Return 2 instead of a Factions 2. Of course, players really do want the opportunity to play in this world together. Even with No Return, there's been a lot of people asking for co-op. So maybe they'll rise to that occasion and bring us something. But I won't hold my breath, because even if they do decide to do that, The Last of Us Part 3 is so far away. Until then, though, we do still have the original factions that we can play. At this point, though, the main thing that a lot of players of the original game have to worry about is the potential of the servers shutting down. Naughty Dog has already shut down their PS3 servers for the original factions and the Uncharted 2 and 3 multiplayers. But we don't know how long they will actually leave up factions for the PS4 and PS5. It honestly could happen at any time. Until that day, though, people will still be playing. And I recommend that if you do have interest, that you do check it out before it is too late, because this really is something special and something that hasn't been replaced. In the 11 years since this game has come out, there has been nothing quite like Factions, which is still here and still strong. So get out there and play a few matches. I hope to see you out there. And I want to say a special thank you to my YouTube members for supporting the Bowel Movement. But otherwise, so long, Pooper Troopers.